Peace, family. Welcome to another edition of We All Be Quickies. I just want to give some reflections and thoughts about turning 40. I just turned 40 April 23rd, 2020. I'm still getting used to the idea of being 40, man. This is fascinating to me, but it's a blessing because if I didn't turn 40 and I'm not living, then that means it's the alternative. But I have been thinking a lot about my life lately because your life in the present is really a reflection of the choices you made all up to this point. So I was thinking about what would I have told my 20-year-old self now that I'm 40. I hope that I have learned some wisdom during this time of experimentation, doing this thing called life. This what one of some of the things I would tell my 20-year-old self. One thing would be put yourself first so you can put others first later. Take care of yourself now so you can take care of other people later. That's what I would have told my 20-year-old self, because if you drowning, you can't help another drowning person. So this is something that I learned. Being 40, you're young but not too young. You're old but not nearly old. You're just right, like that cup of porridge that Goldilocks stole, that Becky stole, or Goldilocks, whatever you want to call her. But also, yeah, take care of yourself first so you could take care of others later. That includes family. And also, another thing I would say to myself, I think is very important, is that you should always be authentically you. To thy own self be true. Always be yourself. Be willing to pay the cost to be yourself. Because you cannot make a real contribution to the world if you're not truly who you really are. To be a genius, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room to be a genius. You don't have to even be the most skilled person in your profession or in your industry among your peers to be a so-called genius. It's what the Thelonious Monk said so many years ago. The great Thelonious Spear Monk, the great piano jazz genius. He said, to be a genius is just to be yourself. Just to be true to who you are, to your passions, to your thoughts, to your feelings, to your spirit. That's how you make your unique contribution to the world. When you be yourself at all times, you add value wherever you go. People get something out of you. It's not about being liked at the end of the day. It's about being respected. It's about being useful and being able to be utilized. So think about that. So that's what I would tell my 20-year-old self. Thank you all. We love you madly.